Alrighty. Good morning. Who knows how long I've been live, but we're going to do this, talk a little bit informally about influential music. So let me grab something real quick. I'll put a link in a minute to this video, or not to this video, underneath this video in the description to a class happening this Saturday. It's going to be cool. I'm excited because this is extremely spontaneous on my part. What I plan on doing Saturday is get into that CD Harp Attack. So I thought it'd be a cool video to come on and talk about a few key influential CDs that were like, life-changing for me. I've talked about a few of them in the past. So the CD Harp Attack is a great CD that came out 1990, and this was on Alligator Records. James Cotton, Billy Branch, Junior Wells, and Carrie Bell. I had already been listening to these guys before the CD came out. I'm sorry, not before. I didn't even start playing harmonica until after the CD came out. What I meant was before I came across the CD, I had already found these guys and listened to like various CDs. But when I found the collaborative sort of efforts on Harp Attack with all four of these guys, it blew my mind. So I'm going to do a class this Saturday talking about that CD and key riffs that sort of highlight each player and their style. And what's cool is that I think the most interesting part, if you don't own this CD, Harp Attack, go look it up, go get it. The most interesting part about listening to the CD is that you can hear that they all are influencing each other, especially James Cotton being the lead sort of influencer, if you will. And then underneath that, thinking about the way Junior and Carrie Bell play, they're very similar funky elements to Junior Wells and Carrie Bell. In fact, we can listen to a little bit of this together. It's just such a great thing to listen to Billy Branch, who is the youngest, the newest member entering that group of harp players, and you listen to what he plays, and he gives a nod to Cotton, Carrie Bell, and Junior Wells in his solos. You could hear it. You can hear key riffs where it's like, that's straight from Cotton. Or there's Billy Branch playing complete Junior Wells, one of these, these types of things that Junior would do. And Carrie Bell had a very similar funky style. So if you're not listening to it, let me tell you some key CDs that were big for me. Carrie Bell had a CD out. I'm going to try to find it here. The one that really got me was Deep Down, but I was also listening to, what was it? Here it is. Mellow Down Easy. These two for me, and, I want to say Carrie Bell did some recording also with Big Walter Horton. I see that coming up, where they did some cool stuff together. Those CDs, Good Luck Man's cool. These are CDs, Carrie Bell CDs, but the ones that I called out first are the ones that sort of like hit me, where I was like, oh man, I got to pay attention to what this guy's doing. I love Carrie Bell's style, how funky he is, and how he just totally syncopates everything. James Cotton, everything. Everyone talks about the early stuff, and I'm a big fan, absolutely, of all of the James Cotton early stuff. But I will say this. It isn't my favorite. All of the old stuff, like 100% Cotton and all this, those were amazing. Here, let's look at some of these CDs together and give you guys an idea. While I'm doing that, I'll tell you that Saturday we'll dig into probably like a handful of riffs from each player. Some of the songs I'll grab something from each player. Some I'll just grab one riff. It's going to be all over the place, but I guarantee it'll be good. We're going to have tabs up on the screen so you can learn from that. Like High Compression and 100% Cotton. I love these CDs. The big band stuff as well. But the one that got me, Mighty Long Time actually, was a really influential CD for me. But the one, I'm trying to find the name of it. I'm so bad at names, you guys. It's not coming up. It had Hucklebuck on it. It had The Train. Two versions of The Train. Mississippi Freight Train. There it is. This is the CD. Livin' the Blues. That was one of my all-time favorite James Cotton CDs. If you don't own that and you're not listening to what he laid down, in my opinion, this is some of his best playing. I know everyone seeks the early stuff, but this was recorded in 93, and this would have been, in my opinion, close to the end of his prime in his playing. I can't emphasize this, how influential that CD was. And then for Junior Wells, all of it, man. I love all the old Junior Wells stuff. But I also kind of had a real good, sense for Junior when I found Buddy Guy and Junior Wells playing that acoustic stuff, on the 12 string, but it's just an acoustic CD with Buddy Guy and Junior Wells. And that's incredible. Look all this stuff up. Let's listen to a little piece of Harp Attack. I don't know how I can do this with get away with not getting copyright stuff, but Down Home Blues is the first song, the first track, and it's cool because they all sing a little and they all play a little bit. Get a little piece of that riff if you want to play along with Down. Whoops, I got my thing going here. I would say get a little piece of that intro riff, like just play even just a 5 draw, 4 blow, 3 draw. If you can bring in the tongue blocking and texture, now you've got a version with the splits and octaves. A little warble on the 3 and 4 draw. Something weird is happening. We need to fix this. So what's happening is I'm hearing stuff come back through the computer, my own voice coming back. Let me see if I can fix this. Why would it be doing that? I shouldn't be hearing that. I have no idea why. But go through this whole CD if you don't own it and listen, get a sense for each of these players. Again, it was one of my favorite CDs. Another, stepping outside of the Chicago blues realm, I think one of my favorite players out there is Charlie Musselwhite. Also, he has his own flavor, his own style. And the harmonica, according to Charlie Musselwhite, and the Ace of Harps were the two that I came across first, and then I found a bunch of his older recordings. If you're not digging, I guess what I'm trying to say today is dig into the stuff you love. Find all, players evolve and change over the years. When you listen to their recordings, you're really getting a sense of how they developed. So you learn a lot by listening to them. And I'm excited for Saturday because Saturday is going to allow me to stretch out and break down some really cool riffs that I think are a little more challenging and sort of like capture that spirit of each of these players. So if you're into that, I'll update this video description a little later, but you can go to harmonica123.com, head to the store tab, and go to Ronnie's webinars, and you'll see that it's up for sale right now for $20. It'll take us about an hour and a half to 2 hours to complete the class. I'll record it and send out the recording link afterwards, and I'll have the tablature ready for you guys on the riffs that we do break down. So that's all I'm on here today talking about is the class and this CD, which I love. One of my favorite songs is the last one, New Kid on the Block. Let me see what happens if I get my voice. Yeah, I do get my voice coming back at me. I'll figure that out later. New Kid on the Block is a wonderful, wonderful song where I want to say it's Junior Wells and Billy Branch. And Billy Branch just goes bananas on this later on in the song. And it's just awesome. It's just so good. So go dig on it. Make it a good day. I'm going to get out of here. Turn this off and figure out what's going on with my computer. And maybe get this afro chopped a little later today. Maybe I should grow it into like a, what's it called? Pompadour? Or figure it out. Y'all make it a great day. I hope to see some of you on Saturday.